of this one. Looks like Coyle set up here for the Bison. A 50-50 challenge on that occasion. It is taken by Army, their face-off man there, and Robert Simone, and we are underway here from Lewisburg quickly. The Bison winning it back. They will go left to right for the opening possession of this one. Bucknell, they come in with a record of 4-8, a 2-5. I tell you what, that was pinpoint, wasn't it? Now a goal in 6 straight games for the senior attacker out of Fairpoint, New York. As we're back underway, a face-off won there by the Bison. Looked like Coyle that did it, but a good interception there by A.J. Pilot in the lineup. And Burrick getting it started in emphatic fashion, like you said, Nick, and just showing off what Bison looking to get on the scoreboard. They haven't had an out-and-out shot opportunity yet, Braden. They need to get going. The turnovers really making the difference early on. Yeah, that mental error, namely, is the one I'm thinking of earlier. You know, obviously, good defensive possession initially by the Army Black Knights, but Bucknell haven't really put the pressure on the Black Knights defense yet. So looking to do that here, and it starts in the face-off circle with Brendan Coyle. They have been doing well on the face-offs, notably. That momentarily continued there. It bounces away. Good little cause turnover potentially on the cards here. It's still flipped up to the near side. Scrum continuing the form. It goes out of play. Who touched it last? It's Army possession. Gunnar Fellows, as of now, will relinquish it, but Frank Federaca, the head coach, the Bucknell head coach, I should say, trying to plead his case. The referees towards the center line. A couple different goal scorers in this one so far. Jackson Eicher, Ryan Spacito, and a brace from Reese Burrick. Put the Black Knights up 9-2. And it's very funny. You see that 4-2 record for the Black Knights. That puts them in first place, tied for first place in the Patriot League. The bad news, they're tied with 6 other teams. Have you ever seen that before? A 6-way tie for first place. And I know a lot of the Patriot League fans going, hey, what about basketball this year? Well, it's not that common where you see that much of a tie. And in men's lacrosse here this season, as it currently stands, there. Well, a lot of the students tuning in for this one, and they got on their feet for that one. How about that? Well, could you imagine as Duncan Hill, his first assist of the season, his first goal contribution of the season, to John Young, who gets just his second goal of the season against one of the best in the country. Sometimes that's just lacrosse for you. They look to go the other way quick with Vaccaro. Oh, what a response! Oh, my. What a finish by Alec Vaccaro! His first goal of the season, and emphatically, the Black Knights are back with the momentum. That is spectacular. And as quickly as the momentum came for Bucknell is as quickly as it went, as Vaccaro puts an absolutely ferocious shot on net. Bottom left corner, doesn't get better than that for Vaccaro. And the Black Knights extend their lead back to 4. The face-off specialist, as it is listed, that's just his second one face-off of the season. And he decided to go off and take it coast to coast all the way to the netting. And I tell you what, it's been an exciting first period. We've seen some spectacular plays so far today. But as for the context of the match, all Army, and that continues as they score the latest goal. Yeah, it's unfortunate that momentum of that last goal for Buck Mason, cutting the lead to 3, possibly mounting a comeback. I tell you what, Will Hopkins, one of the quickest first steps that I have seen this season in conference play for the Bison, getting by that first defender. And you saw Berrigan immediately pointing to Hopkins. What a dime by him. Just his 5th assist of the season, surprisingly. That was a brilliant bit of creativity. I feel like he is a facilitator, but honestly, he uses his size a lot to get lost in the middle, dodges toward net a lot. You can find him in the middle, finishing shots a lot. So I'm actually probably has a lot of goals, though. Colin Mcloy, heavy collision there. Oh, good split, though, from Vaccaro in his bag so far this evening. Vaccaro over to the far end, and now Army sets the offense up. They're not trying to set it up for long. It's Burrick. Burrick quickly double team. Diagonal near side. Pass to the right side of goal. Diagonal to the left. The shot and the score! Jackson Eicher, his second goal of the match here in the first. It is a goal frenzy in Lewisburg. 8 goals in the first. Army 6, Bucknell 2. So what's the average time to Army response? I'd say probably around 5 or so seconds, because on that one, excellent ball movement by the Black Knights. I think every offensive player touched it, but just what a pass. Eicher finishing it off. The pass from, it was Christian Fournier, just sacrificing his body, putting it all on the line, finding Eicher. Eicher extending the lead for Army. I tell you what, Fournier took a shot, but he was still able to have the wherewithal to find Eicher for the finish, and we have seen some beautiful assists in this game. That might have been the best, if not the most, as we mentioned. Last couple of wins coming against Lemoyne, and an emphatic win as well against Lafayette, and they're trying to get that home energy back here in the second.
Yeah, I mean, great home record, but you don't want to talk on the road.
Always the growing pains of a young team. 31% of Bucknell's goals, 32% of their overall points scored have been by freshmen. Talarico and Huber leading that mark. It's a young team that's going to go through those growing pains throughout the campaign. Here's Burke. Real litmus test, you'd have to say, for this young Bison team. Burke flips it to Plunkett. Central shot, scores! It's gonna be Gunnar Fellows with a rocket ship all the way towards the net. Zanelli able to keep it out, and Fellows getting his first of the match. And the Black Knights continue their offensive surge.
And it always feels like the Black Knights are able to find the man that's unguarded and able to take a shot from outside. Like I said before, Coach Alberisi, that's got to be a focal point, taking those shots from the outside. And right there, we see it, the Black Knights extending the lead to 5, their largest of the game.
So Gunnar Fellows, a cannon towards net for his first of the match, 24th of the season for the Colorado native. The Bison trailing 7-2. Context of this match, Mcloy now at the center line against Simone. Simone, they're able to win it. From the face-off, Simone goes. Diagonal to the right side. Real deep bench this is for Army. 62 players on the overall roster.
That was fantastic, and you know, can't be understated. That was great defense by Bucknell, but Burrick through the contact, like an and one in basketball.
The flick of the wrist there from Burrick as he completes his hat trick in a very good fashion. We are seeing a litany of spectacular goals in this match. We've been treated to a real show here by both teams.
Davis cutting the lead.
Well, that was a nice one. It seems like all the goals, I mean, they haven't been give-me's, have they? It's relied on some excellent playmaking, some excellent finishing. We're seeing a high-quality lacrosse at the moment being played. It's a joy to watch.
No,
really.
Definitely. I mean, it started off a little sloppy, maybe the conditions affecting things a little bit, but we're seeing here both the offenses definitely settling into the pace, and that pace coming back right now. Goals, rapid fire at this moment.
We were talking about how maybe the weather might impact things.
They give up a goal, they say, listen, guys, we got to go back and get one, and every time they've been able to execute.
8:18 left to go in the first half. How about Paul Johnson? 2 games played this season. Scored against Navy, now scored here against the Bison. He started 30 games in his last 2 seasons combined. He has been a common figure. And for one reason or the other, just making his second appearance, making another appearance towards goal, though, is Army. A good stutter step move. An underhand shot goes. It's Reese Burrick again. Right at the 8-minute mark of the first half. Burrick getting the goal as we go into our final media timeout of the first half. The Black Knights soaring. An emphatic finish by Burrick. All Army here in Lewisburg. On ESPN+, Bucknell Women's Lacrosse against Army tomorrow. About a block away, you'd have to say, at home stadium for that one. And back on here at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium, we've got the Black Knights up by 7. The Black Knights faithful partying in the stands. It's been a party on the field here for the visitors, too.
He had 11 goals.
I'd say good luck saving that one, too. That was top right corner. That was a nestle. 6:58 left, and Army on pace for way more than 20 goals in this match. For comparison, the most goals that the Bison have conceded in conference play, 17 against Colgate. That was in a 17-4 loss. They also conceded 15 in a 15-13 loss against Loyola Maryland. Those were the 2 worst marks. They have had multiple matches this season. Lafayette Lapkins, 4 assists coming into this one. He's got 2, and a beautiful one for Davis.
But how long is it going to take for Army to get that goal?
Well, you want to talk about factors? This is one. Army has been able to respond so quickly after all 4 of Bucknell's goals. It starts with winning the face-off. For a moment, it looked like it was Brendan Coyle winning it. Instead, Army will keep it. And this is where the Bison need to respond properly. On the defensive side, they can't concede early.
I mean, the average response time has been, again,
Back underway here in this one. Army up 11-4 against the Bison. The Bison in white going from left to right here in the 3rd frame as the Black Knights go from right to left.
New Fogo here for Army. We got Simone in the spot for Pilot.
So Simone there on the face-off, and it trickles all the way back to the goalkeeper, Byrne, as we're underway here for this second half. And you have to say, if you're an Army supporter, you'll love the start. Coming off of that win against Navy, the visitors, the visiting crowd in the heat, but you want them to...
A little bit, and Plunkett, one of the focal points of this offense, like I said earlier, you know, Bucknell had done a okay job bottling him up, but not there.
Well, you were wondering when Evan Plunkett would really make his mark in this match. 2+ goals in 7 of his last 8. He gets a goal there. Simone over to that left channel, and it looked like the Black Knights are threatening just as quickly again. Eicher with a misplaced ball, though, still loose. Eicher able to win it back, somehow face off a pretty difficult challenge there made by the defender.
Game, and Bucknell on senior night. Ooh.
You'd want it to be a bit better, but you always knew it was going to be difficult. You got Salou making what is just his 10th appearance of the season. Didn't play against Navy, it should be noted. But he's in the match, and now he's on the score sheet. It looked like it had bounced off of a helmet there on the face-off. Oh, it's a game of hot potato right on the Bison logo. And then scooping up that hot potato with cold gloves, Ryan Nixon.
Bucknell really needing to put a stop to this Army offense that has been...
The third period, a third period that has belonged to the Black Knights, who started this game 4 goals up. They go again. Oh, this could be another chance. Extra pass to the near side to the far, and they could get another. Oh, it was just misplaced, as looking for it there was Reese Burrick. The Bison somehow able to breathe after that one. They go over towards that near side. It's Mcloy. Mcloy, high pass, able to eventually get Patriot League hardware by the end of the season. Reminder to visit PatriotLeagueStore.com to buy Patriot League Championship apparel and merchandise from your favorite Patriot League school. Maybe a potential contender for men's lacrosse attire in that Patriot League store if Army do what the critics say that they just might do, and they have shown it here today, trailing, or rather leading by 9.
Berrigan, the freshman, finishing it off inside.
Well, you just brought it up. How about that? Another freshman to look out for here in the future. Huber and Grandolfo get a majority of the plaudits, and with good reason, but Berrigan, as of late especially, in the later parts of the season, really coming into his own as an attacker. Coming into his own here again, though, is Army in that attacking end. They win the face-off. They have it on the left side.
Yeah, and you said it. I mean, this is any time, and right there, right on the money. Morin getting a stick-side high side of the goalkeeper.
Brain, that's why we get paid the big bucks. Able to predict that as it came out. Morin getting his second goal, the senior from Auburn, New York. And Army go up by 2:18 left to go in the third. Mcloy winning the face-off here. Mcloy quickly going to ground. We see that pressing Army defense. They are just terrific in terms.
What hand-eye by the freshman.
I tell you, that is a brilliant point there made by you, Brain. That took a deflection by maybe one of his teammates, maybe the defender, on its way in. It was, you'd have to say, less than maybe 0.3 of a second. You'd have to say the reaction time required to just scoop it into the correct position. Berriganster to find the score sheet in this match. The lead cut to 7. Still so much work to do with how terrific Army has been, but the Bison showing life in the dying embers of the third.
Oh, I was ready for the infraction call going Bucknell's way, but no call. Army with possession, and I am under the influence for Army's fantastic performance here tonight.
Maybe not solely, but he has been a catalyst.
A galvanizer, you could say. But absolutely, Army going to win another face-off.
If they're able to keep it in play, it's just flung. Oh, beautiful pass. That is, and it deserved a reception there. It's still loose with just 2 seconds left. And they will end the third period on those terms. Army continuing to dominate in this match. Going in.
His name too much because, you know, honestly, Army's been doing most of the work on the offensive end, but Byrne has been fantastic this game.
Yeah, it's Byrne with 4 saves in the match as we're back underway here in the pond as the Bison get it. They trail 16-8. You know, we brought it up a couple of times, but And I'm not just saying this to get paid more or anything, but there is not a better crew. Black Knights over the Bison. I tell you what, Jacob Moore, and he only had an assist against Navy, but a brace in his previous 2 games prior to that against North Carolina and Colgate. And now a hat trick here to top off what has been a stellar performance from the senior. And a lot of the seniors have been leading the way in goals for Army in this match, and they are showing
into Patriot League playoff play. I don't see anybody knocking them off. I think they're definitely going to be taking home some hardware.
You'd have to say they were the favorites coming into this season as well. It left a couple of questions, but it did leave a couple of question marks, didn't it? You were wondering how this Army team would respond, losing to Boston, able to get the finish. 18-9, 4:04 left to play. The Bison cannot afford to lose another face-off. Trying to win it here now right at the moment is Coyle, and he does win it.
Talk about a bright spot on a dark day. It's been Sean Berrigan, freshman for Bucknell. He's had a fantastic game today, a hat trick, adding an assist. Great job this far by the freshman.
Here's Dave, 4 times goal scorer right channel. They need to hurry. Here's Brunner. Has support to the left side in Grandolfo. 4:04 left to play. The Bison cannot afford to lose another face-off. Trying to win it here now right at the moment is Coyle, and he does win it.
Talk about a bright spot on a dark day. It's been Sean Berrigan, freshman for Bucknell. He's had a fantastic game today, a hat trick, adding an assist.
Appearance setting up Luke Brunner. We've had a couple, you'd have to say, bizarre goal setups and finishes. John Young getting a goal over Duncan Hill, definitely one of them. We get another bizarre tangent in the form of Luke Brunner and Patrick Mullen.
And Army probably can hold most all of this possession, take it down to the high side of the keeper, and Kelly, first goal of the season.
It was these two who had appeared against UMass. That was Kelly's only appearance of the campaign. He gets that big first goal of the season. What a moment there for the senior. And now here's Tommy Armstrong making just his 5th appearance of the season. Armstrong laces it over to maybe in the last time we will see this Bison men's lacrosse program at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium until next year. A slight look into the future as they fight for the draw control. Charlie Keaton nearly winning it, in fact does win it. Excellent work there by Keating to Corbin Lakansky. Lakansky to the far end for Brunner. Brunner trying to pass it central with 10 seconds left. The piece is picked up by Brendan Coyle. Coyle central for Keating to the right side with 5. Diagonal towards the left side. It's Keating. Keating all the way. That one is wide, and that is